In the year 3000, Earth had changed. Humans were no longer confined to the cradle of their existence. They had reached out, grabbed the stars, and made them their own. They'd spread across the galaxy, building new lives and new societies on planets that were once just points of light in the night sky. Our story takes place on a small, unassuming rock called Kepler 186f. It was a world much like Earth, with one notable exception. There were no animals here. The plants were strange, the rocks were alien, but there wasn't a single creature that shared Earth's biodiversity. It was a world rich in minerals, perfect for building, but devoid of the very thing that made Earth special, life. Or so they thought until one day. In the heart of a bustling human settlement, in a home much like yours or mine, a baby was born. His name was Kai. And from the moment he drew his first breath, he was different. While other babies in his settlement were strong and healthy, Kai was born weak and sickly. His mother, Ilara, doted on him, trying everything to make his life easier. But Kai was just weaker than the other children. He couldn't walk as far or as fast, he couldn't lift as much or fight as well. He wasn't the strongest of the miners, nor the best at repairing ships, but Kai had something the others didn't. In the year 3000, when everyone seemed to already be at the pinnacle of human evolution, Kai represented something old, something that had been lost on this new Earth, humanity. Humanity with all its flaws, strengths, and potential. The ability to overcome any obstacle through sheer willpower. And the universe took notice. You see, throughout history, humans had been guided by the whims of fate, by forces beyond their understanding. And now, 3,000 years into the future, that didn't change. Kai was chosen not for his strength or skill, but for his weakness, for his sheer humanness. One day, while scavenging for parts in a derelict spaceship, Kai discovered an ancient book. It was a relic from Earth's past, filled with stories of a time when humans had barely left their cradle on the Milky Way. One story caught his eye, the myth of Atlas. To the ancient humans, Atlas was a great hero, strong enough to hold up the very sky. But in the year 3000, Atlas was just a legend, a bedtime story to remind children how far humans had come. But Kai saw something different. He saw a symbol of hope, someone who had overcome impossible odds. From that day on, Atlas became Kai's hero, his role model. And as he read more about him, he began to feel a change within himself, a surge of power that had nothing to do with physical strength. His mind was sharper, his will stronger. When the mining ship he worked on was attacked by space pirates, it was Kai's quick thinking that saved the day. When a meteor shower threatened to destroy the settlement, it was Kai's strength of will that rallied the people. He didn't have superpowers. He didn't have cybernetic enhancements. He was just a regular human being with an extraordinary will. And as the people of Kepler 186f looked up at the night sky, they saw not just stars. They saw the potential for greatness within themselves. They were descendants of the strongest species in the galaxy, the one species that didn't need to be the strongest to survive. They needed to be adaptable, tenacious, human. Kai, the weakest of them all, had become their champion, a beacon of hope in a galaxy full of darkness. For it is in our nature to be strong, not in body necessarily, but in spirit, in will, in that indomitable human spirit that refuses to be broken. As for Kai, his journey had just begun. He had tasted the power of being human, and now he wanted more. He wanted to see what other wonders the universe held, to explore worlds beyond his wildest dreams, and to meet the creatures that inhabited them. He didn't know where his journey would take him, but he didn't need to. All he needed was the courage to take the first step, the will to keep going when things got tough, and a good pair of boots for walking on planets with unknown gravity. He had the spirit of humanity in his heart, and that, as it turned out, was all he needed.